on Mountain News this morning, a proclamation celebrating public schools in the Commonwealth. And a new bill relating to retail pet shops has a split vote.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and a happy Wednesday to you. My name's Amelia Lee here with you on this February 26th. We are just so close to March at this point, and the time is 5:33. That means it's time to check in with our friend meteorologist Megan Dusmall for a look at that forecast. And Megan, we've been lucky, I think, at least here in Perry County, with not a lot of ice or mud on the roads right now, based on having sun, I would assume. But you are the weather expert, so what's going on with those roads today?
Well, we'll continue to see pretty nice conditions on those roads. We had that snow, we had that ice, but we had such warm temperatures yesterday that anything left in our area has sure to have been melted with those temperatures getting in the upper 60s. And that will continue to be the trend in today. Here's a look at those road hazards. And as you can see, no fog, no rain, no snow, wind, or ice. And we'll continue to see that into tonight. Here's a look at that satellite and radar. We're having some clouds moving in and out of the area, but all in all, very clear this morning, and our temperatures are not too bad. For the most part, we're looking in the 30s. We do see 28 traveling towards Jonesville and some 40s popping out as you're traveling towards the north central portions of our region, like Jackson, 43 and Logan, as well as Pikeville. Amelia.
All right, thank you, Megan. Well, we have new information in a trooper-involved shooting that we first told you about on Monday. Kentucky State Police say troopers were helping to serve an arrest warrant for 44-year-old Stephen Carter. Troopers say Carter was found behind a home on Hobbs Hollow Road with a gun. Troopers then ordered him to drop the gun. During the encounter, state police say a trooper shot Carter, killing him. KSP's Critical Incident Response Team is investigating. A man and a woman are facing charges following the death of a teenager in McCreary County. Deputies responded to a home in the 7,000 block of West Highway 92 about a 14-year-old being unresponsive. The teen was taken to a Wayne County hospital but died. According to an arrest citation, it says investigators saw major injuries on the child. Billy Bolin and Jeremy Reidner were taken to the Knox County Detention Center. Police in Laurel County want to warn you about a scam going around. They say the caller is identifying themselves as a deputy with the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. Officials say the caller is advising folks to pay bond money regarding a legal issue and is telling people money will take care of the problem. Police say you should never give out personal information or send money. 3 people were arrested after they reportedly took mining equipment in Harlan County. Police were patrolling the Bledsoe area on Sunday when they made contact with the suspect at the mine site. They saw an industrial hydraulic jack belonging to a mining company in the back of a truck. Nelson Brock told police he placed the jack as well as other items in the truck. Stacy Brock and Doug North admitted to taking items as well. First responders in Louisville responded to a suspected gas leak yesterday. It happened near 5th Street and Jefferson Street. Several buildings, including Metro Hall, were evacuated. Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg says crews were working to determine where exactly the gas leak came from. A level 2 hazmat situation was declared as a result. Folks were asked to avoid the area while crews looked into the issue. Educators and state leaders gathered yesterday morning at the Capitol to celebrate National Public Schools Week. It's a celebration of schools as the cornerstone of local communities. Mariah Congedo was there as Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman presented a proclamation recognizing this week in the Commonwealth.
Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman says often we think about schools as the places where kids go to be educated, but what we don't often think about until disaster strikes, like we saw more than a week ago in eastern Kentucky, is those very places turn into shelters and supply centers for people in need.
Kentucky's public schools truly represent the heart and the soul of our communities.
The Kentucky Association of School Administrators, Superintendents, Teachers, and Legislators say it's important to recognize public schools and the dedicated people behind their success.
They often are the unsung heroes of our communities.
As a former educator, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman says it's imperative that work continues in Frankfort to fight for things like teacher raises, resources for the classrooms, and universal pre-K.
Our educators, every school employee, is deserving of the same type of respect in their profession as well.
Scott Lewis, chair of the House Standing Committee on Primary and Secondary Education, noted their work is helping Kentucky students get the best education possible.
We have made important advancements in reading in recent sessions, and you will see us continue to focus on early literacy. Our latest NAEP scores showed fourth grade reading scores at 12th in the country.
Many took the time to thank the educators and students who've helped their neighbors impacted by this month's deadly flood. Letcher County Superintendent Cheryl Yance says the flood of 2022 and 2025 have fostered resilience among their district.
Our students are the backbone of those hearts. They have worked endlessly to unload and load supplies, to muck out homes and debris, to deliver meals, to lift each other up.
Folks here say they hope that people will take the time during National Public Schools Week to thank an educator or a staff member at one of their local schools. In Frankfort, Mariah Congito, WKYT.
A resolution that would establish a Make America Healthy Again Kentucky task force is now headed to the full Senate for consideration. It's sponsored by Shelley Funk, who wants to integrate principles of the Trump administration's Make America Healthy Again movement in Kentucky. The task force wants to promote preventative therapies and alternative treatments, hoping to address the root causes of long-term illnesses.
We want to encourage the adoption of less invasive, more holistic treatments for conditions that are often managed with expensive pharmaceuticals, consistent with MAHA's commission focus on restoring American health over corporate profit.
If approved, the task force will be made up of 8 Kentucky legislators, 4 senators and 4 representatives. 6 of them will be from the majority party. The other 2 will represent the minority party. A split vote on a bill that seeks to prohibit retail pet shops from selling dogs or cats. That's unless the animal was obtained from an animal shelter or qualified breeder, known as Senate Bill 122. Sponsor Senator Jason Howell said the difference would be that the bill would aim to not impact independent businesses who would follow the regulations of the bill. Those voting in favor say there is a need to prioritize animal safety.
As a small business owner, I understand what it's like to sign a lease or get a mortgage, invest in a lot of capital, and I can't imagine someone that's operating in the same space as me being irresponsible, resulting in the loss of my ability to operate my small business.
Those voting against the bill said they would like to see more clarification on local authority and implementation of consequences.